Please be seated. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasure to welcome you to spring commencement at Iowa Western Community College. Today we gather to celebrate the graduating class of 2017, to share in their happiness and to witness their confirmation as college graduates. This is certainly a momentous occasion in the lives of our graduates, worthy of much fanfare. So we are glad all of you are here to celebrate with us. I would like to begin our program by making some introductions. I ask that each of you please stand as you are introduced. I would first like to recognize our trustees, to whom we extend our appreciation for their support and their commitment to making Iowa Western a quality institution. Here with us this morning from the Board of Trustees is Board President Doug Goodman, Trustees Randy Pash, Kathy Rieger, Scott Robinson. I would also like to recognize members of the administration for their leadership and their commitment to meeting the educational needs of our students. Those who are present this morning are Dr. Dan Kinney, President, Eddie Holtz, Vice President of Finance, Molly Noon, Vice President of Institutional Advancement, Mark Stanley, Vice President of Economic and Workforce Development. We are honored to have John Nelson among our stage guests this morning. He will deliver your commencement address, so he will be given a proper and more elaborate introduction a little bit later in the program. Ceremony marshals are Amy Dillard, Megan Milburn, Emily O'Rourke, and Bridget Watson. And finally, the faculty marshals this morning are Melanie Butterbaugh and Ron Caesar. At this time, I would like to welcome Iowa Western's president, Dr. Dan Kinney, to the podium.
Thank you, Tori. And it's my pleasure to welcome all the friends and family of these graduates here this morning to help them celebrate this milestone accomplishment in their lives. We thank you for your attendance and hope that you enjoy the ceremony. I want to give you one recommendation, and that is when the ceremony is finished, there will be one huge traffic jam leading off this campus. And so don't get in a great big hurry to get to your cars. Give me a chance to get there first, no. But don't get in a big hurry to get in your cars. Linger a while, take photos with your graduates, and enjoy the day. It's a beautiful weather day out there, and so hopefully you can enjoy it. I would like the faculty and staff to please stand. We're very proud of our faculty and staff here at Iowa Western Community College, and we are pleased that they have provided guidance for you students that are graduating this morning, and so thank you, faculty and staff. You may be seated. I would also like to ask if there are any alumni in the audience today to please stand so that we may recognize you. To you graduates, I offer my congratulations. The world is waiting as you go out to careers or continue your education at the next level. But you will now be alumni of Iowa Western Community College. We invite you to return and to come back from time to time to visit those people who have had an impact on your lives here at Iowa Western and give us an update. We would like to stay in contact with you so that we know whether what we did was successful or not, and we want to know what you're doing in your lives. So even though the world is waiting, we're sincere, you will always be welcome to come back to Iowa Western. We wish all of you success and good luck in your futures. Congratulations.
I know we have to leave a pasture spring.
How about another round of applause for the choir? Lucas and his choir always do such a wonderful job, and one of the things that you all need to know, especially you graduates, is that the freshmen finish their finals probably on Monday, just kidding, and stuck around to be here today, spent the extra time to be here to sing for your graduation, so we appreciate that. Thank you, Lucas. It's my pleasure to introduce the speaker for today's ceremony. John P. Nelson is the second generation of the Nelson family to head what is known as Silverstone Group. John's first experience in business was literally as a young child when his parents had just opened Nelson Insurance and he and his brother rode in the car when their father called on clients. Now, as a recognized business leader and entrepreneur, John works with both private and public entities to construct alternative funding strategies, including captives, reinsurance, self-insurance, and various pre-funding structures. His work with reinsurance intermediaries and direct insurers develops unique strategies that reduce overall client costs. After serving as an officer in the United States Navy, John joined Nelson Insurance in 1965. He has since served as president of the Redland Group, the holding company of Nelson Insurance, and more recently, Silverstone Group. John is a member of many professional associations such as Chartered Property and Casualty Underwriters, Chief Executive Organization, Nebraska President's Organization, and World President's Organization. He also serves on numerous boards, including the United Way and the Iowa Western Community College Foundation Board. Because of his active service participation throughout the area, John has earned several prestigious awards. The Boy Scouts of American Citizens of the Year Award. He was named to the Omaha Business Hall of Fame and also was inducted into the Nebraska Hall of Fame in 2010. He has also received the Black Tie Investment in Excellence Award from Iowa Western Community College in 2002, United Way Citizen of the Year in 2002, and was the King of Exarban in 2003. John derives deep satisfaction from working at Silverstone Group. Mostly, he says, because it's rewarding to see how the firm's associates come together to serve and solve complex problems. They listen to each other's viewpoints and discuss issues thoroughly until the final resolution is reached. He describes Silverstone Group as a collegial company that fosters inquiry and open, honest communication in all matters. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to John P. Nelson.
Thank you very much for that introduction. It actually probably is a little longer than my speech, which would come as a great relief to those of you who are graduating. President Kenny, Board of Directors, distinguished faculty, staff, graduates, families, and friends, it's a pleasure for me to speak to you today. When I reflect on the Iowa Western Community College that existed in 1967, there has certainly been transformational change. Starting with a few programs in leased buildings, the college now offers 84 programs in vocational and technical fields, as well as the liberal arts. From the first president, Bob Loft, then Carl Heinrich, and now Dan Kenny, the school's been blessed with entrepreneurial leadership that literally seized the day, building the foremost technical college in the state with multiple campus locations, directly serving 7 counties, but drawing students from an area much larger from throughout the entire Midwest. From curriculum innovations to adding faculty and new buildings, they've built this great institution. President Kinney has continued this inspirational, innovative leadership and has led Iowa Western Community College to new heights. You've been fortunate to study here. You've earned a meaningful degree and an entree into a world of opportunity. A commencement speaker is usually expected to share his or her life experiences and offer advice to graduates. So here's the lessons I've learned. I grew up in Council Bluffs and live here today. I grew up and I stayed where I was planted. I followed high school with an economics degree from Carleton College in Minnesota, and then served as an officer in the Navy during the Vietnam period. I joined the Navy, as the slogan says, to see the world, which I was able to do from Newport, Rhode Island to the Philippines and Hong Kong and, of course, Vietnam. Travel in various parts of the world gave me an appreciation for the incredible opportunities that a free society provides its citizens. Much of the world's population isn't so fortunate. We have the rare advantage of being a citizen of this country, which few countries afford. Travel broadens our horizons, so when you get a chance to travel, do so. The Navy gave me responsibilities early. At age 24, I oversaw a division of 200 men on an aircraft carrier. So I learned leadership soon. Most of my men were minorities who worked very hard and invariably sent the better part of their wages to their families in their home country, in the Philippines. I had a great admiration for their work ethic and their devotion to their families. We enjoy opportunities that these good men did not experience in their home countries. We value diversity and hard work. The divisive election and current political atmosphere have us believe that our country is in terrible shape. However, we need to focus on the fundamentals. First, we're the leaders of scientific innovation in the world. Second, we have a system of rule of law for the resolution of disputes. Third, we have a deep capital markets to support innovation and competition. Fourth, we have open markets. And five, we have the highest formation rate of new enterprises in the world. Of course, we do have our issues that need to be dealt with. Immigration, we need a comprehensive policy. Infrastructure, we need a substantial additional investment. 50% of our kids in major cities do not graduate from high school. We have a confused and inconsistent foreign policy. We have a serious drug problem. However, look around the globe at our major competitors. They have their own more serious problems. In China, the GNP is increasing at a very enviable rate, but on a per capita basis, their GNP is $6,800. Ours is $53,750. Going forward, China has huge demographic problems. They have too many males and too few females because of their one-child policy, making it difficult to find a spouse and have a family, impairing personal fulfillment and economic growth. Russia has a very low birth rate and an abnormally high death rate with no immigration, virtually. Its population declines at 750,000 people a year. By 2050, they will have lost a third of their total population. The Russian economy is dependent upon natural resource extraction, principally petroleum. Low oil prices are negatively impacting Russia even more severely than the Middle East. Europe, the dream of a united European market with open borders and common passports, have been shattered by England's withdrawal. That event exposes the underlying faults of trying to bring together under one currency and banking structure countries who have fundamentally strong economies with those who have a weak fiscal and monetary policy and need subsidization. It's becoming clear that these differences may be irreconcilable. Japan, a demographic disaster, 25% of the population over 65, and this percentage will grow to 40% in just a few years. Caring for the aged population with few proportionate young people means tremendous pressure on taxes and government. Clearly, the United States is one, if not the best place to be launching a career. However, this is a relative advantage. You are graduating and entering to a world undergoing unprecedented and accelerating change. Kodak in 1998, less than 20 years ago, had 170,000 employees. Today, it's a shell of what it once was. Uber has auto manufacturers reeling with the prospect that eventually many people may not own cars. AirHub has become the largest hotel company even though it owns no hotels. Going forward, robotics, biotechnology, nanotechnology, artificial intelligence are projected to change and eliminate many vocations. The speed of change is increasing exponentially. What lesson should we derive from this atmosphere? First and foremost, we not only have to accept change, we have no choice, but we have to learn how to take advantage of it. Often our first reaction to change is fear because it threatens our sense of place and a sense of stability. Remember this, there has never been in the history of the world safety in nature or in the universe, and there's no safety in the affairs of men. You are compelled to be a risk taker whether you like it or not. You have to prepare for change. So how do you do that? Education and knowledge are the best defense and offense. The best way to turn a seemingly disadvantage into an advantage and capitalize on it. Receiving your degree today is a significant step, of course, but without a lifelong dedication to learning, you will be left behind rapidly. Your degree will soon be outdated. To thrive, you must continue to learn. Read everything you can, history, novels, periodicals, journals, biographies, technical manuals. Stay informed. It will be your best safety net and path to the future. Invest in yourselves. And as an aside, young parents are advised that if their children will read just 20 minutes a day, their IQs burgeon. Surely this applies to all of us. So it is important for you to spend a serious amount of time on top of your workday, adding to your skill and your skill set to increase your economic value and your own life. Future gain is based on present denial. Don't be distracted by trivia. Adaptability comes from knowledge, and it will help you survive. As you further your skills, you will be better positioned to capitalize on opportunities. As we deal with our lives in an unpredictable future, we all face choices that may impact us decades later. So it is vitally important to subject your decisions to analysis of facts and information. The analysis depends on a broader knowledge guaranteed by your education and your experience, as no one's personal experience could come close to the breadth of perspective that comes with reading. No one can gain knowledge simply by means of longevity. Reading short circuits time. Interestingly, facts and knowledge often don't factor in the choice of a spouse or partner. If you want to know the difference between finished and complete, it's simple. If you marry the right person, your life is complete. If you marry the wrong one, you're finished. I married the right one. However, after subjecting all other choices to rigorous analysis, you need to be daring, to be brave when confronting the unknown. In short, be willing to dream, to build, and also to fail. Believe in yourself, take on responsibilities, take on a new job, even when you're hesitant. Henry Ford said, whether you think you can or whether you think you can't, you're going to be right. Make decisions even though you may not be positive that they are 100% correct. The road of life is paved with flat squirrels who couldn't make a decision. Finally, believe in love, in friendship. You can do things to lift the human spirit. You can respect others. You can stand up for the poor, the forgotten, and the friendless. If you have hope to have a life after this one, I urge you to take care of the others that surround you in need. In summary, you are living in the best possible place in the world. One of the greatest advantages of our strengths is our diversity. Change is accelerating and is not something to be feared, but an opportunity. Your degree is a launch, it's not a destination, and it must be constantly augmented or you will become irrelevant. Finally, at the end of your life, you will not regret a bad test or a less than perfect grade. You will regret not having spent more time with your spouse, your children, your friends, or your parents. Give them the attention they deserve and your energy. So go on, continue to educate yourself, to learn, to be successful, to be brave, and to take measured chances and to prosper. And congratulations.
I would like to begin by recognizing a special group of students. Will graduates who have served in the U.S. Armed Forces, as well as those who are currently serving and those who plan to serve, please stand. We owe a debt of gratitude to these brave men and women who have unselfishly dedicated their lives to service for their country. We are proud of them, not only for their service, but also for their unwavering commitment to educational goals and ultimately their academic achievement. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me once again in an expression of appreciation and gratitude for these students. I would now like to recognize two groups of students for their academic achievement. First, will members of the Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society please stand? Phi Theta Kappa's mission is twofold: to recognize and encourage the academic achievement of two-year college students, and to provide opportunities for individual growth and development through participation in honors, leadership, service, and fellowship programming. To be eligible for membership, a student must complete a minimum of 12 hours of associate degree coursework and earn a grade point average of 3.5 or higher. Students must maintain a high academic standing throughout their enrollment. Please join me in recognizing these students for their academic achievement. Thank you. Now will the honor graduates who are wearing gold cords please stand? Since the inception of the college, the governing board, as well as the administration and faculty, have deemed it important to recognize outstanding academic achievement by our graduates. Students who have attained a cumulative grade point average of 3.5 or higher graduate with honors. Those who have attained a 3.7 or higher graduate with high honors. And those who have attained a 3.9 or higher graduate with highest honors. These students have met the challenge set forth by the faculty, and they have done so to the highest academic standard. Please join me in recognizing these students for their academic achievement. At this time, will all the candidates for graduation please stand? Mr. Goodman and members of the Board of Trustees, those standing before you and those in absentia, are candidates for certificates, diplomas, and associate degrees. I am pleased to present these students who have completed the requirements for graduation and have been recommended by the faculty of Iowa Western Community College to receive their award.
With the authority provided to the Board of Trustees of Iowa Western Community College by the laws of state of Iowa and the approval of the faculty of Iowa Western Community College, I hereby confer upon you your respective degree, diploma, or certificate. If you would please be seated until you're escorted to the stage.
Receiving a certificate or diploma, Emma R. Allenbaugh. Diana P. Aranda. Brittany A. Barley. Jessica N. Burcham. Madison M. Cabbage. Delaney G. Carroll. Christina M. Christensen. Melanie A. Coleman. Kayla A. Kraushorn. Mindy A. Eady. Natalie N. Finken. Megan C. Fennell. Taylor D. Friend. Megan Elizabeth Fugate. Heather M. Harris. Tamu K. Harris. McKenna L. Rabick. Courtney D. Jensen. Shelley Kefweko. Pasadena Kigumende. Sabrina Clausen. Tiffany A. Kraus. Shanda L. Landis. Jaden D. Landis. Chelsea L. Lawtrop. Marcus W. McKenzie. Deanne M. Myers-Magbull. Colton R. Pabst. Jacob A. Patstone. Megan M. Pecci. Renee D. Pulliam. Manaz Razavi. Alicia A. Root. Nicole T. Rushlaw. Megan K. Sager. Madison R. Schwery. Misty M. Scudler. Michaela M. Smith. Jasmine M. Spencer. Andrea L. Thacker. Bailey K. Tim. Lydia M. Umberger. Candace C. Wilkinson. Elizabeth A. Young. Receiving an Associate of Applied Science degree, Tiffany M. Adams. Tristan M. Adamson. Rebecca E. Anderson. Owen M. Anderson. Amanda J. Bachman. Jamie L. Baker. Jennifer L. Bergman. Jessica L. Betts. David W. Black Jr. Nicole Joanne Boehm. Emma L. Bremer. Amanda Evelyn Brennan. Preeti Elizabeth Brown. Michael K. Brown. Jennifer M. Christensen. Veronica C. Christensen. Grant A. Bullock. Brianna L. Chestnut. Tori J. Cadell. Amy C. Clark. Jessica K. Coldwell. Matthew B. Cole. Melinda J. Comstock. Sarah M. Connard. Trista A. Cornelson. Sean A. Crawford. Is it Crew? Is it Crewy? Anna M. Crew. Kirby M. Delgado. Joel Reed Devick. Michaela M. Diaz. Michael P. Dillon. Spencer D. Dolch, Sr. Is it Duran? Mary E. Duran. Sierra Eisenbarth. Morgan E. Elings. Colton J. Imsweiler. Jordan L. Engel. Brady T. Engel. Sonia B. Escobedo. Miranda K. Ethan. Ben G. Fair. Amanda P. Findlay. Jamie Lee Fritz. Rosalind D. Garcia. Jessica M. Gibson. Nicole M. Gotula. Tanner J. Gregorich. Nicholas D. Grimm. Kendall J. Grutenmeyer. Stevie S. Gunya. Amanda S. Hazy. Jonna Michelle Ham. Megan N. Hansen. Michael A. Hartley. Haley T. Hogger. Jenna A. Henderson. Catherine B. Henry. Jessica L. Hersberg. Haley M. Hughes. Caitlin N. Hunter Mullen. Exhibit Waira. Ruby T. Ibarra. Megan Marie Jack. Melissa S. Jack. Brianna D. James. Tabitha L. James. Brittany J. Jarzinka. Reed K. Jenkins. Brandy M. Johnson. Mackenzie A. Jones. Jessica M. Jewell. Jessica N. Couts. Kathleen M. Kinzer. Carrie L. Clausen. Amy M. Klein. Marty L. Kolvack. Sasha N. Leduc. Austin G. Lorenz. Kyle E. Lorenzen. Ian N. Lund. Chelsea Renee Mark. Amanda M. Masick. Ashley D. McCutcheon. Macy L. Milks. Alexis K. Mills. Alexis Morales Fernandez. Jennifer J. Morse. Ibrina K. Muhammad. Philomena H. Musakiwa. Alicia M. Myers. Shelby L. Newhoffen. Michael Goey Minko. Jacob P. Pottsy. Amanda K. Pappas. Gage M. Peterson. Jordan D. Ponick. Caitlin C. Porter. Taylor A. Post. Michael S. Proct. Kylie E. Predale. Daniel A. Rambo. Christina Nicole Ranciere. Anthony Jesus Reyes. Morgan D. Reekin. Christina M. Robbins. Philip D. Roberts. Ethan William Sacco. Melissa M. Sapienza. Sherry L. Schaff. Kimberly A. Shear. Jenna M. Scheffel. Chelsea R. Schwery. Lindsay R. Schwery. Sarah Julian Kemp. Amora Knowles. John T. Moore. Veronica C. Parks. Garrett R. Peterson. Grant M. Pryor. Ashley M. Rushlaw. Lauren E. Salerno. Shantez T. Sanders. Motoi Sasakura. What happened? Scoff. Brett J. Scoff. Zachary H. Stewart. Andrew S. Thomas. Matthew E. Thomas. Olivia A. Woldakevich. Cynthia E. Ratchford. A. Sadhu Sidhu. Craig E. Simmons. Benjamin T. Smith. Evelyn Z.M. Smith. Kyle A. Smith. Yolanda R. Smith. Anne Marie Snyder. Kirsten A. Stiles. Stefan M. Stravinkis. Connie A. Tusink. Kayla M. Tibbles. Amanda A. Turner. Brandon L. Taverdi. Trey M. Utesh. Maria Valentine Mejia. Tiffany R. Vasquez. Victoria Christine Volmer. Chelsea R. Weberg. Jeremy L. White. Jessica L. White. Jenna N. Winfield. Andrea Q.S. Woodson Romero. Samantha J.K. Woodward. Imelda Aziabu. Receiving Associate of General Studies degree, Umar Berry. Marquel Beasley. Chevelle K. Hunt. Jeremiah J. Jefferson. Tetloach M. Kuth. Daquan S. Lake. Alexander T. Peacock. William E. Ramirez Marinko. Michaela N. Schmidt. Receiving an Associate of Arts degree, Miriam M. Adepoju. Anna Patricia Aguilar. Brooke J. Alf. Corinne K. Anderson. Selena K. Banderas. Alana K. Basque. Alexis M. Baumker. Nicole A. Bedell. Chaz R. Berry. Lisa A. Blackwood. Natalie J. Boos. Delaney M. Brazel. Ashley M. Cates. Julie A. Chapman. Sasha T. Clark. Tasha J. Coberly. Brandon G. Collins. Jessica M. Conley. David A. Cooper. Grace L. Crapson. Samantha L. Dunn. Osafi A. Fordyce. Mackenzie Ray Freeze. Aragawi G. Gabrizier. Hannah M. Gurman. Alexi A. Gillespie. Kaylee L. Grant. Andres F. Gross. Paige L. Hansen. Marlon L. Harrison Jackson. Ali J. Ibrahim. Haruka Kajioku. Ziada B. Karbowski. James Keller. Darmondo A. Knowles. Jonah D. Colasso. Rebecca A. Lale. Bibiana E. Lemus. Misael Yanas Pereira. Dietrich R. Lodge. Hannah L. Long. Noah R. Malberg. Jacqueline R. Marr. Chadrick L. Martin. Emily A. Maynard. Jocelyn G. McIntyre. Joseph A. Michael Jr. Alan V. Moore. Christina Moreno Castellano. Amber S. Mullen. Michael W. Nichols. Taylor N. Obrey. Rachel K. O'Neill. Mariah L. Ochoa. Lisbeth Ochoa Rodriguez. Fawasi O. Odawale Jr. Carly M. Olson. Bill G. Oyet. Amy E. Parks. Hitasvi A. Patel. Cheyenne R. Pekka. Shanley M. Phillips. Hunter R. Posey III. Sarah T. Potash. Rachel M. Price. Samantha A. Racine. Thomas D. Reed. Natalie M. Rapetta. Gary W. Richardson. Travis J. Rigdon. Richard M. Ricks. Diana Patricia Roberts. Hansel Ruiz Estrada. Seth C. Rupp. Megan R. Ryan. Eric Gregory Salmon. Barema Samaseku. Deja R. Sanders. Elizabeth D. Scheckinger. Peyton J. Shetler. Stephen R. Schleep. Alexandra B. Schroeder. Brianna D. Schulenberg. Chloe L. Scott. Jessica L. Shano. Jamie D. Shelley. Jill K. Shudak. Morgan A. Simonson. Mariah A. Sinnott. Holden M. Smith. Michaela L. Smith. Rhonda A. Stanley. Andrew J. Still. Samantha M. Sutherland. Abubakar Chalombo. Austin J. Tinnenkite. Patria S. Vaimaona. Masatsugu Wainaka. Jeffrey D. Vlasnik. Is it just wait or waiting? Okay. Madison N. Waite. Cody J. Warren. Shaniki Watson. China O. Watson Reed. Pete Langle. Joshua Larry. Tiffany J. Wickert. Madison A. White. Morgan M. Williams. Megan E. Willems. Bailey D. Wilson. Tiffany A. Wingert. Jordan L. Wingett. Yasu W. Woche. Julia E. Woods. Claire A. Yale. Jackson M. Zimmerman. Receiving an Associate of Science degree, Monique K. Apuakeohau. Michaela R. Aspergren. Paige M. Beyer. Kelsey M. Benson. Abigail L. Bergston. Quentin R. Brotherton. Ava Castaño Candela. Deanna M. Downen. Calvin S. Duhacek. Mercedes L. Fauble. Kelsey J. Forrestal. Lisa M. Heitman.
At this time, I would like to welcome Student Body Representative Santez Sanders to the podium.
And now, fellow students, it is my pleasure to lead you in our first official act as graduates at Iowa Western Community College, the turning of the tassel. In doing so, we signify and transition from students into graduates. Tradition requires that before graduating, we wear our tassels on the right side of the mortarboard, and after graduation, as a symbol of the new status, we wear the tassel on the left. Graduates, please stand. With your right hand, please move your tassel to the right side of your mortarboard to the left side. Congratulations. Please be seated.
Before we conclude this morning's graduation exercises, I would like to take a moment to thank a few people. First of all, I would like to thank the staff who planned and executed the commencement ceremony. I would also like to express my appreciation to the faculty and staff who gave their time this morning to participate in commencement. You have all played an important role in the education of each of the students here today, so it is only appropriate that you are here to acknowledge and celebrate their achievement. Secondly, I would like to thank the many friends and family members who are in attendance this morning. You have provided the support and encouragement these students needed as they pursued their academic and career goals. We are so glad you are here to recognize this milestone and to express your pride in their accomplishment. Now, graduates, let me turn my attention back to you. Let me be among the first to extend congratulations to you. Your hard work and dedication have paid off. You should be as proud of yourselves as we are of each of you. This day signifies a new beginning for each and every one of you. I wish you the best as you go into your lives as graduates of Iowa Western. And finally, graduates, please stand and turn and face the audience. Iowa Western proudly presents to you its graduates.